Everybody is only no race, but we all face hardships every day. Some of us have nowhere to sleep, and others have no food to eat. Where is my son? I can do anything. You every day I die. Cause I know you always listening. The times you are on me. So tell me, where are you? Welcome to live, guys. Let's see you like up the video. Bring up yourself, you know. Track City. You say about German. Active. There, bro. So start kickstart the live, isn't it? I know the thing, bro. Check your Telegram account, bro. Alright, no problem, man. You know. No man, me checking message. Alright, up. Alright, so we're gonna kickstart the live now, cause I know the thing gonna pull up the time and thing, cause you know the people them have them thing to deal with same way and then forward on the live same speed. You know the thing go. So the headline I say Prime Minister and Holness I say N.H.T not a charity, and you know say he's saying that the trust cannot operate like a welfare institution. You see me? So me I go talk about that tonight. So if you guys just coming in, you already know to like up the video, share it out in speed. So we're going with you know, people them protest. So them want them money. And Prime Minister say, yo, N.H.T can operate like a welfare, or I would say a charity. But the government take money from N.H.T to do other things and do like other stuff, and the people them need them money. I can even read that. I wonder how really I want. So hold on, guys. Let me share out the video, the live. Share out the live real quick. No, I'm not going to stay on too long. Share out the live in the WhatsApp group. Yeah, man. Alright. Don't, bro. Be a man, this a go on, brother. Swear. Because, I mean, say, the government take money from N.H.T to do other stuff. You know, we don't have to name out the thing, then. You see me? Them take out money out of it, and you know, say, half of the money where them take out, now spend. Them pocket 75% and the next 25, them spend it out. Do what them a do, and then them a say. And some liquid things, brother. You see me? Some liquid contract with them a give out how much $1,000,000 for do one liquid contract, brother. They might take out money out of it and the end of the day them still get paid for do what them a do. The government, the prime minister don't do nothing, brother. Them people don't do nothing hard, I poor people in my country build up the country. You see me? Them build up the country, brother, I poor people them. them build up the country, brother. So I read the little article same speed. Is it? So Prime Minister Andrew Holness said further that the mandate of the National Housing Trust, which is the N.H.T, is that of a business and not a welfare institution, as it is believed to be by some working class Jamaicans. There is an illogical thinking amongst our people where it is believed that if we run our business as a charitable organization, we will have the resources to be charitable. I want that to I want that point to sink in. The NHT is the NHT by virtue of government policy and certain by the direction that I have given as a duty to ensure that it can provide affordable housing, the Prime Minister pointed out. We also use the NHT to assist in social housing, but we don't take the NHT's funds, contributors' money, and apply it wholesale and totally in that way he had it. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who was responding to points made by Assistant General Secretary of the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, Clifton Grant, acknowledged that this misconception may have been born of the fact that the NHT was created with the use of funds from the National Insurance Scheme NIS. The NHT was born out of the NIS, the savings of workers. But the NHT is not a welfare institution. And I know when I say this, all kinds of people are going to jump up. The NHT is first and foremost a financial institution to support the development of housing in Jamaica, said the owners during the groundbreaking ceremony of the Union Acres Housing Development in Irving St. James. Union Acres, a joint venture partnership between the NHT and the Jamaica Civil Servants Association and the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, is expected to provide 144 144 two-bedroom units to civil servants. So guys, if you're just coming on the live, as you see the title of the video, NHT is not a charity, said the PM, and he said that NHT can't run, or you could say operate like a welfare institution. So I'm gonna finish with this. I'm pointing out that the project was first announced in 1995 after discussion between the government and the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions. Grant said that the government should do more to hold up their end of the bargain. Coming out of the negotiation in 1990s, when the government could not afford to increase the workers' needs, we discussed it and the idea came out that the parcels of land should be identified in each parish to build houses for public sector workers. So today we are here, and we are here because this is the second project coming out of this agreement, said Grant. So from in the 1990s, this is the second project I followed out with them a build houses, you know, for working class Jamaicans. This is the second such. This is the second such, development they say coming from in the 1995. So N.H.T did start from 1995. So this is the second project we have followed out. Big up Teresa, blessings. Thanks for joining. Good night. Big up yourself. Yeah, you can share out the video same way, don't. Alright, so basically what I talk about right now, you see, N.H.T is not a charity, said the Prime Minister, and he said that it cannot run like a welfare, you know, institution. So I read over about this. So Union Acres, a joint venture partnership between the N.H.T, the Jamaica Civil Servants Association, and the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions, is expected to provide 144 two-bedroom units to civil servants. Pointing out that the project was first announced in 1995 after a discussion between the government and the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions. Grant said that the government should do more to hold up the end of the bargain. Coming out of the negotiation in the 1990s when the government could not afford to increase the workers' needs, we discussed it and the idea came out that parcels of land should be identified in each parish to build houses for public sector workers. So today we are here, and we are here because this is the second project coming out of the agreement, said Grant. So this is the second project we have followed out over 20 odd years now. This is the second project. Them should have even build more house already. 20 odd year worth of people paying N.H.T and NIS and anything there. And then can't build houses for regular class working Jamaicans. This is totally bullshit. Excuse my language. In 2006, ground was broken in St. Catherine, and in 2010, over 700 units were completed and delivered to public sector workers. We want to say that 2010 until now is too long to deliver the second set. Prime Minister, I am saying that we need to sit down and work out a roadmap as to how to build out the rest of the units because the lands are there. We have identified them in all parishes. We need to come up with a timeline as how we can deliver the units because if we continue like this, every decade we will deliver 100 and then none of us will be around for the last set of workers to get their units, Grant said. So in a 2000, in a 2000, yeah, early 1990s, yeah, 90s, them join up and create the N.H.T and NIS and everything there. And them only, you know, deliver 100 house to regular working class Jamaicans from in the 90s until now. There only one project we completed so far with the N.H.T and NIS and Jamaica Trade Unions. So from the 1990s, only one project have been completed so far, and now them have a second project where them go have build some units in Irwin St. James, where them are gonna build 144 two-bedroom units for regular working class public sector workers. Them say. So from in the 90s until now, them only finish one project, and this is the second project with them are gonna start now. So over 20 odd years, them only say past 2 decades now, them are gonna deliver like say 200 hours. 20 odd years, deliver over 200 hours to regular like public sector workers. And them form that alliance from in the 90s. I think that take too long. If you take 10 years, we come up again and build some new units. You should have at least say you go build at least 300 house. Every 10 years you go take to build house. And every 10 years you come with 100 house. That don't make no sense. 10 years. So all of the money where the people them a pay, them are scam the money. Alright. You know people up on the live right now listen to me. Same way. All this. Alright. Sorry about that. Back again. Alright, so what you going now? Zane, what you going? Me I got reason with that. A little bit. Me I got reason with that a little bit right now. So, alright. What you going? You see, my show you with that JPS. Real JPS now. Follow me. So, JPS now come up with a $250 bonus if you pay your light bill on time, right? Alright, with this. If you don't pay your light bill on time, them are go deduct. Or they would they not deduct, but increase your light bill by $250 if you don't pay on time. Zane, how many people are gonna get to pay them bill on time? Right? Them say one time I didn't know if you check light bill, but I don't remember, but we can still refresh my memory and do it anyways. Cause I know if I want to learn to do something, you are gonna kinda have an understanding of to do it again, right? Alright. So JPS deduct 250 as I'm say if you pay a light bill on time. If you don't, then increase by $250. One of my friend did show me this scam. Them now go stand no loses. No company in Jamaica now go and stand no loses. Which company in Jamaica or anywhere in the world would I want to lose $250 million or more if everybody pay them bill on time? Them know Jamaicans kind of delinquent. You see me? Them not really take time and tough serious. Them delinquent. Jamaicans overall. You see me? How much people are going to pay them bill on time? JPS now go and stand and loses as if everybody pay them bill on time and say them go deduct $250 from light bill. If you pay on time, I'm give you a bonus for this. Let's say if 500,000 Jamaicans pay them bill on time, JPS are going to lose so much money. JPS now go and lose so much money. Them now take off $250 for your bill. Maybe them cook up something in the office and say, hey, yeah, I gotta take off $250. Them are gonna make it seem that they might take off $250 for your bill. Wherein that they're not taking off $250 because no company now gonna want to lose so much millions of dollars. If 1 million somebody in Jamaica pay them bill on time, JPS are gonna lose so much money. No. But let's say if 1 million people don't pay them bill on time. There's so much millions that they pocket from poor people or from Jamaicans overall if you don't pay a bill on time. A scam. And the government know about it and them not them bill on time. JPS are gonna lose 250 million. Which company would want to lose $250 million? You remember if Water Commission have the same style though. No company now go and lose 250 million. You see me? No company now go and lose so much money. So pray that. Tell me if no make sense. Give me a second, guys. Check something real quick. Alright, so no company now go and lose that terrorism. So I know I kinda derailed from what I did that talk about still. So back to the N.H.T thing and the NIS some did that talk about. Them a make you pay NIS and them a pay N.H.T something. So the Prime Minister say N.H.T can run like a welfare, can run like a charity. But the government a take money from N.H.T and that style I use to do other things outside construction. Remember say N.H.T, you know, N.H.T have to build house, have to housing development for the working class Jamaicans, where Jamaicans can afford affordable house. You see? So me and Prime Minister said them are gonna come in with some rent to own programs. We know politician and a whole them always come with some promises and empty promises. Them promise where them a come with no substantial like yeah, them promises are substantial. Promise empty. Come with them empty promises, say them are gonna do this and them don't do it. But me don't understand why every 4 years them come with the same trickery and you know them same styles and same pattern and people don't read them pattern. The government our politicians, 90% of them, if not all of them, don't care about people. They vote them in and put them up there. And sometimes I not even think voting makes sense. Maybe them have a policy and set who them want to run the country, who them want to do this, who them want to do this and stuff. I don't think voting make no sense. Them already dead, them already have people them put so them are gonna put in the office every 4 year or maybe then get a second term, a second 4 year or whatsoever. I don't think voting makes sense too, but that is my opinion. Everybody gonna have a different opinion and perspective, but that's just my opinion still. But anyways, I'm gonna continue read a little article here. JP is a thief, Teresa. So, some little, I'm gonna finish with this. So, however, Holness maintained that the government is not in the business of using the NH in such a way that it places its balance sheet at risk. What we do is to ensure that the NH is run properly, like a business, and then the dividends from the proper management we decide how much of it we will use in social housing, how much of it we will use to subsidize housing, and how much of it will go back into the market for those people who can afford housing on the market, said the Prime Minister. Grant, meanwhile, called on the NHC and the government to deliver the union acres houses in a timely manner and within budget, and that the final price be affordable for the civil servants. Welcome Melanin Cinnamon, good night. Thanks for joining. Holness, in response, said the cost of the houses to civil servants could probably be slightly below market price because the government had donated the lands, which would subsidize the cost of units. Hmm. Okay, that makes sense. So that's at the end of the article, CMY. So, well, we'll see what the government up to. And so them are gonna try that are the Mr. Grant I say the government needs to deliver the houses in timely manner As you know, as I say about from in the 90s, them design up this N.H.T thing and the trade unions them come together so them are go build houses for people where people can afford the houses, some affordable homes. So them are go build 144 new 2 bedroom apartment houses is in Irwin St. James. Yeah. So them are go build them. Maybe them houses we finish maybe in a year. That's why Granta say the government will try and ensure them can deliver the houses in timely manner so people can get the houses. But this one of the public sector workers. That that's what the article say. But they need to build houses for everybody like working class Jamaicans. But them say the government donate the land so you know the houses will cost less this time because if them buy the land, them will put on price on the house so them can make back their money and make a work. Nobody now going to business with it. So there's a whole lot of scamming going on with the government involved. But if a normal little poor man say a scam, them are gonna lock him up and scamming don't right over. So tell nobody if you go scam. You don't approve of that. Like, share, and comment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Because I know we always up to something. So 3 people up on the live right now. Make sure you like up the live, share out the live, share it to your friends and family members. You know the thing go. They are back with another live in a day. But today, Saturday night. So the Prime Minister up to. Because him always has say some things up blatant like them not really care. And then again, the next thing we're going to go on now. So the Prime Minister, I should title the live and said them all go back to face mask. We should slash it. Anyway, so them say government are going to try if you relax about the COVID-19 oh boy measures. So I don't know if I'm going to go back on lockdown. Because when Mr. Holness, him kind of have a two-sided mode. Anyways, they will tell her this and then he flip it around. So I'm going to read a little article right now. With all I know experiencing a fifth wave of COVID-19, Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Friday announced that mandatory wearing of face masks in public will resume shortly. So, lockdown may be a forward soon. Can I big up yourself? Good night, respect for forward on the live, same way. Yeah? It's another live Saturday and it's another live. Don't it? Big up yourself. He made the announcement while speaking at an Hanover ceremony of a house to a citizen in the St. James East Central constituency under his administration's new social housing program. It is going to be a requirement shortly for all our citizens to return to wearing their face masks. As you know, we are in the fifth wave and we will be a continuing feature of life going forward that we will for some time we experience recurrent bouts of increased infection from this disease. The Prime Minister made a big mistake when he stopped the mask mandate. That man is like, what I say, I know. He is a yes man. You see me? He is a yes man. Him don't know how to run the country. Him just I listen to what people are telling him and he don't have the balls to say, yo, I'm not doing that. Him could have if the lockdown still, but still tell people to relax the COVID, not relax, but continue with the regular thing, like sanitize their hands and mask up and protect themselves, don't it? He even made a bigger mistake when he stopped the people who are coming in the country from taking the test. That is it. May I tell you, say, Kaneka, this man don't have the balls to say him, nah, listen, what am I say? Him I go still continue with the measures, but not the lockdown. Him I listen with the public, what I call them people there again? The investors them, where I put money in the country. Yes, him should have do that. That's what me I tell you, say, most of the decision them when he make is based off what people are telling him and not off his own thinking. As what me I tell you, say, him is a yes man. Him not do the right thing. Him a follow what people are telling him to do. And him not standing on his feet to do what he's supposed to do. Before me even finish read this article, you remember when Jamaica used to get oil from Venezuela, and because I say this, but I say because of US sanction in Venezuela, Jamaica did have to sanction, would have to cut ties with them. But Venezuela is open back again to sell Jamaica oil again. So hopefully soon gas price can go down. And Big Nose, what Mr. Big Nose, you know, accept the offer again. Mr. What I call him? Mr. Remote. Big Nose Remote. Yeah. Because people just are press him. So hopefully him, accept the offer again so we can get back the gas price to normal again. Hope him take it. Because the US, yes, because when US sanction Venezuela, him sanction them too. We need Teresa laugh. We need a serious leader still and not a press button. But maybe he might listen to us because maybe the farm work program, work and work program go US. Maybe if him did, maybe he must say if him do that. But you have to look elsewhere outside US because other country did a whole heap of Jamaica now. You have to look beyond. You must look beyond that. Jamaicans are going to Cayman and another place. And them must know some whole heap of deals that we don't know about. So you have to do what them tell themselves to do. Because him a press button. So hopefully him take up the offer and accept it because guess what? You see this whole war we are going with Ukraine and Russia and NATO countries them a sanction. The private sectors are the ones who are pressuring him into making these decisions. Is especially the ones who own hotels. Yes, them are pressuring him, yes, but you have to know what you do, you have to make the right decision then. Say if Jamaica get a serious leader, say the country can better. The country can get better, but I'm afraid to make some tough decision. Yeah, sometimes you have to make some tough decision, But not say some decision we are gonna make, you are gonna suffer the people then. Yes. But suffer them to make the country better. Because certain decision we make now make the country better. You have to have a decisive leader, somebody was serious. Him, you have to have a serious leader. He make some serious decision. Right now, if you make some serious decision, the country are go better. We have to look elsewhere other than look into US. Other country that we're ready for help right now. We have to look beyond that. The amount of land and thing were there. And the next thing we are shake Jamaica again. Too much foreigners. The year we have some businesses. We have businesses here where the money now circulating in the country. When you go to one of them, Indians, or you just say one Chinese supermarket, the money we are spending with them, circulating, maybe that's it. 25% of the profit we them make are circulating in the country. The next 75 ship off Ghana some offshore bank, Ghana for them. Gone back at them home. If the money now circulating in the environment, in the country now grow. Because when they making money from we, 25% spend back in Jamaica and the next 75 gone. The country now grow. The money now come here, the money are go away. The money now stay here. So we keep up Jamaica right now at tourism and then we look at family member them what we have. The money not staying in Jamaica. If the money not circulating in the area right now, the area now go grow. So give thanks to the tourists we are come here and give thanks to the foreigners. We look at foreigner friend them what we have and with family members them we over there send remittance to we out there. Send some Western Union money or whatsoever. I kinda keep Jamaica stabilized right now. If it was for the tourism and the people them would send money here, Jamaica crash long time. The government licky, they not think about the future. They just think about now. And the Chinese them not pay taxes. Every 4 years them switch out business and give to them family members. Yeah, the tourists need to support the locals them only, but when the locals them making money, the locals them are go to the supermarket where the Chinese them own, them are go there and them are buy things from the Chinese spend back 25% in the country and the next 75 gone. Where the government should set up things like them need to invest back the money, most of it in the country. I will say this still. Most of the foreigners that have business are we come here, they might rape the country of its natural resources. We have backside here, them ship mall. I think they use the mall to make toothpaste and things like that. Then ship it off. We not make no money from it. Jamaica have too many resources. We have land where we can plant food. We need to build some factories, make some juice, make some banana chips. We have St. Mary already, and St. Mary thing and time we plant into. We need to invest in some market where we are shipping for goods them to other countries where we can get some we need to export more, not import more, export more. The more you export, the more foreign exchange, the more the country grow. If you only import, let's say you import 50% goods, and then you export on 25, country not grow. It seems that we are import 100 and we are export 50. We feel export more, not import. So the government need to set up things, build factories or make some juice and things. Yeah. And the next thing again what the government don't do, the government afraid, or I would say them hate small businesses. And at the small business, them will keep the country up. Man, a taxi driver did a reason why they have never work. Him say the little man will have him shop, him look a jerk. You know, man will jerk him look a chicken. Have him jerk pan. The man will have him look a cook shop. At them, I keep the country stabilized. If you have foreigners when I invest back the money what them are making at the country now grow. The money have to circulate in the country for the country grow. If that not happen, and we afraid to support our own small businesses run the country. What if there were only big businesses that you could say, um, just no regular like small business. The country that crash a long time. Small business run any country or every country. If you don't have small businesses there, the country not grow. And the next thing again, import, not import, but export, exporting your products to other country and getting remittance. What I word again, the remittance or something like that. Remittance, yeah, from other countries. Export more, import less. Country grow. And then the government has said the country will grow must by 1%. How the country will grow by 1%? And at the end of the day, when the man make the money, them are send it to backward for them country. The country can grow. Not, Jamaica now grow not even 1%, not even maybe 0.5. Them come out blatantly and tell people like say the country are growing, the country not growing. Hopefully somebody will listen, one of them, politician they are listening live and hear me have to say. They need to import less, export more. And the government, as I did tell them already, don't support small business. They don't like it. They don't like supporting the small man. And at the end of the day, the small man will make the country grow. And the next thing again, what I don't like, sometimes the US put out some advisory. Why the US have put out advisory? Say tourists don't come to Jamaica because of COVID-19. Like COVID-19 are everywhere. And say Jamaica did have a high positivity rate of COVID-19. When you see US I do things like that, they might try destabilize the Jamaican economy, which is, or I would say, which is happening right now, allegedly. When you don't do what them tell us if you do, or you don't follow by them, they follow their rules, their sanction you, and cripple your economy. So right now, we did reason about this a while ago, so, but I thought a little bit more about it again. So Venezuela did, or I could say Venezuela economy was growing until they got sanctioned. Because certain people say them want to buy them goods and them not sell it a certain amount of money. Them want them sell it way less, way low than what the value is. So them sanction them. The war where happened with Ukraine, Russia, European countries are feel it now. Western country I feel it. Because Mr. Bully intervened with him friend them. In at the same time when that happened, the same Mr. Bully go down a one country to kill innocent people. That's what them always do. And the media don't highlight that because the media is controlled, or I could say Western media don't show the real true story which is happening. Them show false narratives. Or them show what them want to show. Now the same span of time when Ukraine and Russia war, them go down a certain country. I not call no name. I mean go bomb up down there and kill innocent people. And as if it is right when them do that. Then they use Russia and Ukraine to cover up their dirty acts. Yeah, Mr. Bully went to certain country, committed their dirty act, and used Russia and Ukraine as a shield, or I could say a cover up to make it seem like, yeah, them doing the crazy stuff though. And then if you don't, or what I would say now, if your eyes not open, because some people eyes open, but them still not see the true story. Or I could say woke and see beyond what they are portraying and showing you. You have to think beyond and see beyond that. So they create the narrative, make it seem like Russia is a bad country more than them, which is not. Most times, Mr. Bully go and do dirty acts with them fellow European friends. Alright. If you don't really remember, them go down one certain country go create dirty acts down here, said them have mass weapon of mass destruction when them never did have it. And you know a certain president come out the other day and say them did do it that them did do it but they were wrong for doing it because what they were saying the person them never did have it. Then him say a mistake him make. Him imagine if he say a mistake him make when him said that the other way around. That's one of the president. I don't know if one did say the little article where they are growing say, Mister. One of the former president them said the thing and then they must say the opposite a mistake him make. When the truth can hide. Everybody, most people know that if you do good and you try to help out your people them or your fellow people them are go plant all type of them are go dig up all type of dirt and throw up on your name. Say he's a criminal, he's a terrorist, and you try to help the people them and kill you. So the crab in a barrel mentality them have. But anyways, I know I'm not talk too long on the topic because that bigger than me. But me I try to enlighten people to what one see. So I'm gonna finish with the article with uh the COVID-19 mass mandate where the government has said them are gonna bring back. So alright, I'm finished with this. Them are big bully higher, yeah. So he made the announcement while speaking at the Hanover ceremony of a host to a citizen in the St. James Eastern Central constituency. Did you read out this already? No, I never read this yet. Yeah. So he made the announcement while speaking at Hanover ceremony of a host to a citizen in the St. James Eastern Central constituency under the administration new social housing program. It is going to be a requirement shortly for all our citizens to return to wearing their masks. As you know, we are in the fifth wave of COVID-19 and it will be a continuing future living with this already conveys of the Ministry of Education and reintroduced mandatory mask wearing in schools against a backdrop of an increase in confirmed and suspected COVID-19 cases at schools. However, in the bulletin issued on Thursday, the ministry also advised that if a student or staff member should come to school without a mask, they should not be denied access. Instead, administrators are being asked to assist these persons with a mask to facilitate the teaching and learning process. Administrators are also being reminded to re-sensitize all key stakeholders about the protocols to be observed, including the frequent washing of hands and temperature checks, the ministry said. On Friday, Holness again appealed for individuals to act responsibly and get immunized against the respiratory disease. After 2 years, everyone should know how to behave in order to protect themselves from the virus. First order of business, get vaccinated. He stressed. Well, me not take that. That I feel him and him friend them business. Ma should be handing out at the schools. Yes, Kanaka, that is true, but the next thing, try to have your own mask because you can't trust nobody. You have to try to protect yourself. So make sure so you have your own mask, right? But that is a good idea as well. Some people don't want to do it. Some people have done it. What we know is that the vaccination program has saved lives and has reduced hospitalizations. That is what we know. Some people would have decided to be enlightened about this matter, and they would have taken their vaccination and even their booster shots. Others would have said, "It will I will take my chances," and they would have probably gotten inoculated naturally, meaning that they would have acquired an obviously be infected, and people are getting ill. Said. Only said he is grateful that so far the new wave of the disease has not created a steep increase in hospitalizations as was the case during previous phases. You can't just every anybody with mask. You have to try to protect yourself. Because I don't know what them are gonna put on that same. But your idea is a good idea as well. But makes try if you have your own mask. During the height of previous outbreaks, the treatment of other illnesses was compromised and hospital wards were overwhelmed with COVID-19 patients. Thankfully, we're not seeing the infections and the illness translating so far into hospitalization. We do maintain our capacity of beds in the hospitals, but you would know that for the government to have had this great standing capacity to serve infections, it would have meant that we would have redirected resources from other illnesses and other urgent treatment. And the health sector had to go back to treat with the operations and the service for which our citizens were deprived in order to treat with the pandemic, the Prime Minister explained. Oh, I was thinking of the kids who might can't afford to buy them. Yeah, that's true, yes. Yeah, that's one good idea, yeah. But when I say still, the parents them to try as best. But you know, COVID-19 pandemic really stressed out a lot of people and still stressing a lot and still stressing more people. So maybe not everybody can afford it. True. The idea, a good idea. But them parents to try as best as they can to assist them with mass. We don't want to go back to that situation again. So I'm urging our Jamaicans to act responsibly. We know that we know what to do. Let me repeat. If you haven't yet gotten your vaccine, vaccine sites are still open and vaccination is ongoing. Please get vaccinated. Wear your mask, particularly if you are indoors. But wear your mask generally. Maintain social distance. And social distance is what you should consider to be uh, what is spatial awareness, spatial awareness, being aware of people around you and the spaces that you are in advised. You know, start this pandemic is not going anywhere anytime soon. It just take out the Well, can I? Nah, this thing is not gonna stop. All of this is a business. It's a business module to make some people make money. But me know you understand that already. I make sure to wear my mask when I'm out in public. Yeah, at the end of the day, you have to protect yourself still. If you don't protect yourself, you are going to protect nobody. You have to protect yourself. Yeah. In Jamaica, we don't pay much attention to personal space. It is not our culture. But, but personal space is your maintaining a decent distance from each other. Certainly, when they were having these waves and these spikes, you would want to have a little more space and distance, but you would also want to be conscious of how you get in crowds. So if you're seeing more than a certain number, let's say 10 persons gather, you would want to be careful how you go within crowds. If you're in public transportation where social distancing may not be possible, ensure that you wear your mask, carry hand sanitizer with you, the Prime Minister encouraged. All right. Even if 10 persons did it, or 20 persons still did it, or 40 persons still did it, or if 2 persons still did it, one of that person can have COVID-19 and you can get infected from them. Anyways, so it don't matter if a 10 person did it, or 1 or 2 person did it. If you hear somebody else, you don't know if the person have COVID-19. So at the end of the day, you still have to protect yourself. You know, care if a 10 or 20 did it, or 2. That 1 person can have it. So you can't trust nobody. You have to try to protect yourself at all times. He also appealed to individuals who are experiencing any respiratory illnesses to stay away from persons who are considered to be in the vulnerable group. Additionally, he implored people in the vulnerable group to be even more cautious about how they conduct themselves. There are other kinds of respiratory illnesses going around, but generally, if you are ill, particularly with any form of respiratory illness, you would want to try and take stock. Get tested, stay home, isolate yourself a little bit until you know exactly what is the situation so you don't pass it on to others. Honest caution. So yes, peeps. Whoa, that was a long live. At first, not long when we do an hour. My God, a long time no stay so long on live still. No? So, but anyways, yeah. Big up everybody we follow on the live. We share out the live, we like up the video, we comment. You know, we respect every genuine supports. Guys, you know, you guys wouldn't have to didn't have to be here supporting me. I'm respect everybody will like up the video. The 8 person them will like up the video. Big up on yourself. Respect. That. Teresa, I really I leave you so quick. I know I'm not in the live yet. Can't stay still about. I'm not in the live yet. Guys, just chill, just chill. I'm not in the live yet, man. Wanna run go. I know I run so fast. I'm not in the live yet, man. Wanna go. Stay up on the live, man. Big up yourself, Teresa. I think me I get in the live because you know that always my routine. I'm say, but anyways, so me always in the live with you, but the one day can I catch you, Mister? Cut off my live yet. As I just say, it's a long while. Me not stay so long on the live like an hour. We normally do like half an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. But the reason why I stay so long, I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't want me to stay long, just keep commenting on the, the video. Just keep commenting on the live. In a comment on the live, it give, let's say like, oh, me I run go on Netflix. Alright, Terry, so big up yourself and respect joining the live stream. You always a support me. I genuinely appreciate that. You know, go and go Netflix. So as I say, yeah, if I want to keep commenting on the live, me stay longer because it's give me more what I say vibes to talk. When I did it, nobody now comment and like just to like yeah talk and nobody now respond. It kind of throw you off. I don't know normally me no really do long live. And if you don't you already know me so you know so me not really like talkative like that but I kinda like get into the YouTube feel again. I even more better cause you know say me and man really like talk long or like talk like that. But if you no keep commenting on the live and thing we talk. And sometimes we have some interesting topics same way. It kinda give me vibes to talk on same way. Yeah, man, big up everybody we fought on live. And I don't know if you know see one little article we are growing where give me a second. Yeah man, so a big shootout go on for Highway 2000, you know, north south legal highway in Senan, where a wanted man was shot dead. They have shootout with the police same way. I don't know if you did see it, but update wanted man among two dead after highway shooting. A man who was on the scent catching most wanted list has died for a reported shootout with the police along the North South Highway in St. Anne on Saturday. at the Unity Valley. Did you get to see that movie? Oh, no. So that's the one next thing we see did a circulate on the internet since evening. So wanted man dead and the next one dead. I go on Jamaica Observer website in quick in a quick fashion. So sometime I'm gonna circle over there and see if I see article. Sometimes I don't know why man them pick up. Here we see article. So gunman and police shootout. So so wanted man wanted man among two dead after highway shooting. And every day another senseless shooting. Kanaka every day something every day Jamaica change something negative. Something negative. The other day somebody got shoot up at their at a funeral. Then one next day they dead. And one next come down for must bury her mother and dead. Then them a look for his son or some family member for her. They do something and people a look for them. Oh, I mentioned the remote drop and mash up yesterday. So I have to use my phone to put on the television till I get on the one. I'll be here till you finish, bro. Respect Teresa, man, but guess what? You can go and go me now hold you up at ransom still but me appreciate your support still, but guess what? If you wanna leave still I can leave and put on a TV and come back. Now hold you up at ransom, you know you wanna go watch a Netflix. Maybe I know still but maybe I wanna go watch a nice movie in the night and relax. Maybe sip some white wine. I don't want to hold you up at ransom. So if you want to leave, you can go leave and put on the TV and forward that. Or you can stay if you want to. We're not hold you up. Just saying. But anyways, as I did a second like every day something else happen. Something crazy. I think last night, then already this morning when ex-policeman are riding bike and crash and dead. I know if you see that. You're like, there's so much things to talk about. We can't even talk about everything. We just have to pick and talk about something. Like, from where they still, me know me not really do no live and put out no video. But me a beg you as you know so now watch my playlist still. The 4K watch our playlist. You know I can run it, skip a day or two and then run it again. I'm 1500 away now, but I try my very best to do video because sometimes I know I work, sometimes I come in like say 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 night. I don't have time for even look on the phone or nothing. I go and bed, go sleep. Wake up back the next morning again, 6:30, 7 o'clock, get ready for work, reach to work by 8 o'clock. Because work is like, if I take a taxi, but I have to walk go, in a town. But say if I take a taxi, it take me like 5 minutes to get in a town and 5 minutes to work. So 5, 10 minutes to work. So that I want it's say half an hour for reach work. So, you know, instead of your work and schedule YouTube and everything. Yeah, so that's how you go. So I'm gonna read the article now anyways. A man who was on the St. Catherine most wanted list has died following a reported shootout with the police along the North South Highway in St. Anne on Saturday. He has been identified as Manton Brown, 41, of Aries Close in Portmore. St. Catherine, who was wanted in connection with a murder committed in April 2017 in that parish. Right. Brown and an unidentified man were shot in the incident, which occurred about 4 p.m. The other man has yet to be identified. A video making the rounds on social media showed the police lifting a bloodied and injured man into the back of a pickup truck. Several vehicles stopped along the major thoroughfare, and one vehicle appeared to have run off the road and was stuck in a ditch. Yes, so that are the and what else? Several officers were on the scene. More details will be available later. I mentioned yet you hear about the 2-year-old that missing. 2-year-old that have been missing. I think I did see something like that. No, I don't remember. I think I did. Okay, I mention. I know how you go higher. Yeah, I tell you right now, my phone middle life one, and not even my laptop middle life one. The life on the phone. I'm gonna say Eric saying and put in the work otherwise. There is some here about that one there. I don't remember thing me see it but I don't remember. 2-year-old missing. But this man a 41. This man a whole man now, I turn soon. 9 years from now him a 50. And him a run from 2017. Yeah, I'm a 41 now. Oh my god. So alright, so 2-year-old is missing. I wonder how would a 2-year-old I don't know. Sometimes some story happens, I tell you. And then last week again, I think last week or a week before, where them find some skeletal remains in some box. That's crazy again. Yo, some things that happen out of this country at the brothers and spirits. Tell her. But I never remember some sing. You know, try to know if I need to see the article there, you know, for the but sound familiar. But I don't know a thing of peeps. I go any live now still, so I know the thing. I big up everybody who fall upon the live stream, man. Remember if you watch me playlist, guys. The 4K watch our playlist. Yeah, man. We need like 15 more 100 watch hours. I mean, I try to get it by June 30, you know, we can reapply. And then before me even apply again, I have to go delete some videos, so we need at least one next 2,000 watch hours. So, yeah. Come on, guys, on yourselves here, man. Stay safe and, protect yourselves here, man, from COVID-19 and thing. Yeah, man. Can I big up yourself? No, I'm not going any live now. Yeah, man. Oh, Teresa said they laugh, don't drink. Oh, you don't drink? Okay. You can just watch a movie and, sip some white wine. But you can go and go watch a movie and up on Netflix. Big up and respect, you know. Can I, and everybody depend on big up on yourself.